our team CPR. If there is one biggest change in our lives in 2019, it is COVID-19 outbreak. Due to this virus, we are undergoing significant changes in our daily lives, such as wearing masks and disinfecting frequently and writing down our contact information when entering places. Our team CPR, who all hopes to become doctors in the future, is working on this project to explore COVID-19 vaccines, which are currently being developed. So, we are going to name our team CPR the acronym for the cardiopulmonary resuscitation because we thought our topic vaccines is going to be the CPR for the current situation. Through it, we thought we can develop our capabilities beyond our abilities and possibilities. First, I'll explain the current situation of COVID-19 in detail. Unlike previous SARS and MERS, the COVID-19 has been rampant for quite a long time. As such, scholars from various fields are conducting research as it also has a significant impact on our daily lives. The COVID-19 has infected about 190 million people and killed more than 4 million people alone. Also, the virus has led to a significant surge in the internet delivery industry, while the tourism industry has declined. In addition, the virus also caused a new depression called COVID-19 blues. In other words, this COVID-19 is opening a different era from the previous one.
Secondly, I'll introduce about what a vaccine is. Vaccines are something that's made not to cure disease, but to prevent people from getting a disease. I'd like to introduce the two most famous ways of how vaccines work. The first way is the mRNA vaccines, which inject surface-sentient genes of the coronavirus in RNA form to produce surface-sentient proteins to produce immune response. Its characteristic is that it can be mass-produced within a very short period of time. However, its biggest disadvantage is that it has to be stored at temperatures below -20 degrees Celsius due to poor stability. The Pfizer and the Moderna vaccine are now using mRNA vaccines. It has a story that mRNA vaccines are very effective, showing even 95% of prevention effect. The second way is the virus vector vaccines. It is a method of inducing immune response by injecting surface-sentient genes of COVID-19 viruses into molds of other viruses to produce surface antigen proteins in the body. Although it has a characteristic that is more heat stable than RNA-based vaccines, it has the disadvantage that it needs to maintain proper temperature by using live vaccines. The most representative vaccines for the virus vector vaccine was Janssen's, which recorded 66% of prevention effect, and AstraZeneca recorded 62% to 70%. As the vaccines were inoculated, there was a story about the side effects of the vaccines. Not only fever and muscle pain, but also blood clots could be involved in serious cases. But however, even with these side effects, the vaccine is the only key to accelerating the resolution of the coronavirus crisis, and the advantages of the vaccines are way higher than these side effects, and that's why most countries are trying to make people to be vaccinated.
Finally, I would like to suggest two directions for mankind to go in the face of spread of the COVID-19. First, follow the quarantine and don't go to crowded areas. The saliva bounces from a minimum of 1.5 meters to a maximum of 6 meters. Considering this, it is important to note that saliva can enter the gap between food and drink or washes, even if you are washed, because you cannot maintain such a safe distance in crowded areas. To give you a little example, New Zealand has taken a nationwide lockdown measure even if there is only one confirmed case. Taiwan also imposed a ban on Chinese entry at the beginning of COVID-19. The second is that most people get vaccinated using the vaccine we are developing. Human medical technology is developing day by day, so the most ideal way to solve the COVID-19 is to believe this and give everyone the vaccine. The rationale for this can be seen through the vaccines in the past. Like polio vaccines, diseases that could not be prevented before vaccine was developed can be prevented. Vaccines for non-human animals, such as rabies vaccines, also played a major role in preventing diseases in the past. So far, we've looked at the COVID-19, the current situation, and the vaccine, and the destinations we are going to go. Some countries have virtually reached the end of COVID-19, and some countries, such as Korea, have experienced 4 major outbreaks. We must understand the seriousness of COVID-19 and keep our personal hygiene and really more on vaccination. If we make this a habit and observe them, I have no doubt that one day the beyond behind the hill will come under the name of end of COVID-19.